Welcome to AWL! AWL, the Animated Wrestling League. We are live and online. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 5-minute time limit. Now making his way to the ring from the United States of America, he is American Beetle! Yes, American Beetle joining us for this first ever Animated Wrestling League AWL match here on YouTube. And he will be facing a man who is close enough to a true professional wrestling legend. Hit the music. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, R-I-C-K, Ric, F-L-A-R-E, Flair, Ric Flair. Yes, our Ric Flair, a pale imitation and a fair use parody, just in case you were wondering. And, okay, we're going to cut in, going to go to our first exhibition match here on the first episode of AWL Deception in Medias Res. Got the All-American face, American Beetle, versus, well, a Ric Flair. May not be the Ric Flair, but a Ric Flair. 5-minute time limit for all non-title matches here in the Animated Wrestling League. Now, you may be wondering why we're using such an old program as WWF Attitude, the game this CAW League is based on. That's because we are not the big, flashy, multi-million-dollar CAW League company. We are small, we are independent, and broke. But we still have plenty of action and some great wrestlers, most of whom you will have never heard of before, but hopefully I can get you interested in them. Now, we start with wait a minute, Ric Flair with the electric chair. American Beetle in the red, white, and blue is actually not an AWL original. He is from a wonderful, wonderful wrestling group called Kaiju Big Battle, the best wrestling group you've never heard of. Check them out, www.kaiju.com. American Beetle is a member of Team Hero in that organization. And wait a minute, Ric Flair going up to the top rope, not his usual style, but axe handle smash off of the top. Now, coming up tonight, we will not only determine a #1 contender for the AWL World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Wonder Kid, you'll meet him a little bit later, but we will also have a title match for the most unique title in wrestling, the AWL Anarchy Championship. You will get to see the first ever Anarchy match, a signature of the AWL. The Anarchy match will be tonight's main event. Now, we're calling this episode of AWL Deception in Medias Res because that's exactly what it is. This company, this little CAW League, has a long history. We've been around for, whoa! American Uppercut by American Beetle, and what's he doing now? Separation of church and state! That has gotta hurt, but not doing a lot of damage to Ric Flair. If you look up at the power bars, top of your screen, yellow for American Beetle, green for Ric Flair. That means Flair is actually in the lead at the moment. This company's been in existence for nearly 7 years. Actually longer than that, I should say. Back when WWF Attitude was the top, one of the top wrestling games out there on the PS1. And a second axe handle off of the top. That's something that this Ric Flair does better than the real Ric Flair. This one, when he goes up to the top rope, actually hits things. Surprising enough. American Beetle is the icon of assimilation. Everything is American with this guy. You'll see him throw an opponent into the corner with an American whip. You'll see him go behind and hit an American leg sweep or an American suplex. Right here, that's the Obama Bomb. After the President of the United States of America, the Obama Bomb, that fall-forward power bomb. Tonight, there will be a 3-match #1 Contenders Series. Wonder Kid, the AWL World Heavyweight Champion, has chosen 2 allies. American Whip into the corner. Those 2 allies will help him against the evil faction known as Big Business, who I'll explain a little bit more about later. There's going to be a set of 3 matches. Whoever wins 2 out of 3 will decide who becomes the AWL #1 contender for the world title. If Big Business wins, then their leader, the Governator, will challenge Wonder Kid next week for the AWL title. If Wonder Kid and his team win, then his 2 teammates will face off next week in a #1 contenders match to determine the next challenger. Just like real wrestling, this is not an easy thing to jump into. You need to know who the characters are, you need to know what the storylines are, and guess what? You're a new viewer, you don't. But hey, if the WWE and TNA, and well, not so much TNA, but if all those other companies can get around the fact that new viewers need to jump in without knowing the previous storylines, then we can do it here too. American Beetle in trouble now, small package. 1, slowest count in wrestling. 2, and no, a kick out by American Beetle. American Beetle is in the red zone, which means... Wait a minute! Wow, check out the strength of American Beetle. American Beetle in the red zone. That means his power bar is down into red, which in turn means that Ric Flair's signature finishing move, the figure 4 leg lock, is legal now. He can use it. Nice leg drag, possibly as a setup for the figure 4. Missed with the drop kick. If American Beetle's going to mount a comeback, he needs to do so now. 1 minute, 9 seconds on the clock. And what is this? Flair with the perfect chance here. He's got a double underhook suplex. And a belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Never seen the real Ric Flair do that, have you? And a quick cover. Will that be enough? Will American Beetle go down in the first match of AWL? 1, 2, 3! It is over! The man who looks vaguely like the legend picks up the victory. Here's your winner, Ric Flair! And an amusing celebration by R-I-C-K Ric F-L-A-R-E Flair to conclude the first match of the Animated Wrestling League. Stay tuned, the #1 Contender Series is up next, followed by the Anarchy title match.